It's so wild. And just like that, in 2-3 miles, we've gone from the desert right up into the mountains. And it's not hot. It's perfect. Oh, this makes me so excited for the Sierras. But still got a lot of desert to go left. All right, guys, who's ready for food? And that, my friends, is the Mojave Desert. Great! Yeah, I think I'll be fine. So what happened? So
Alex pushed her.
So Alex with great malice aforethought. But no, I was taking in the magnificent view, and then I was taking in the magnificent view of the dirt. Yeah, that's good, Mighty. Okay, so now that we've actually made it to camp, I realized that my resupply shopping was not super thoughtful in Mount Laguna. It's not like there was a huge selection, so we're figuring out what I actually have. And this is not bad. Okay, so I've got for 2 days, a day and a half. Well, let me back up. So we are going 30 miles to our next resupply spot, and that's in Julian, which is going to take us 2 days, essentially a day and a half, because we can eat once we're in Julian. So to get through that, I have 2 tuna packets, these Idahoan instant mashed potatoes, 2 Nature's Valleys, 2 instant coffees, 2 Cliff Bars, a couple of teas, some trail mix, 4 electrolytes, 2 Snickers, tahini mango, sour gummies, and beef jerky. And Spanish rice. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. That's great.
That was like almost disgusting and made it like puke.
Yeah. Oh.
I think that's a general problem with mac and cheese, like Sierras, amazing, desert.
So last night we camped at around mile 47. It was a 6-mile walk out of Mount Laguna. Looks like most people were staying in the town of Mount Laguna, but we decided to push about 6 miles on from where we resupplied in town. And as tempting as it was to stay there, I'm really glad we did it, because we've got 30 miles from here to our next town, which is Julian. And the water situation in between here and there is starting to get a little sketch. So we've planned our next 2 days around the water sources that look pretty reliable to exist on far out. And the plan for today is to push as close as we can to 20, dry camp after grabbing some water at a water tank, and then wake up super early to get into Julian for some lunch and free pie tomorrow. Let's see what's gonna happen. This is our knee situation today. not as sore as I expected it to be. But I think we're gonna have a nice right bruise in a day or so here. Hopefully that's the worst of it. Mile 50. So when I section hiked the trail in 2023, I made it to this spot where my car was parked, which means everything after this is totally new. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Ah, let's see what's around the next corner, huh?
He lives out in the mountains, but he's probably like half hour. Well, no, probably more like 20 minutes.
So I didn't get it on video, but we just had an earthquake on the Pacific Crest Trail. As the resident native Californian, that's exactly what that was. So we don't have service right now, but we're gonna try and find out how big it was, and hopefully everyone's okay. But ooh, that'll wake you up, right? All right, ladies, now that you've gotten your first earthquake out of the way, you've got first earthquake, we've had first trail magic.
First mile marker.
First mile marker. Well, how does the European mind comprehend the earth shaking?
Not at all. God, we have anger then. Something must have happened.
It was insane for sure.
Well, I think
I still have like some of the goosebumps that I got.
I think we're all I think you're official Californians now.
Yeah, I think
That's
I
yeah.
was on my bucket list, but yeah, why not?
We're still missing out on like the rattlesnakes
Yeah.
and bears.
True.
How did we get earthquake before rattlesnakes?
What are the odds?
Okay, I'm glad we weren't here when the earthquake happened. Guess we just gotta hope there aren't any more aftershocks. So the plan for today is we have 14 miles left to Scissors Crossing, which is the nearest road to the town of Julian. The plan is to try and get a hitch from there. It's a pretty popular hitch spot. So first hitch to the PCT, and then we're gonna go into Julian. We have 2 nights booked at the Julian Lodge. Huge shout out to my husband for helping us get that booked and coordinated when we didn't have a ton of service, because turns out hotel rooms are filling up fast. So I'm glad we got that done. And since we booked 2 nights, we are taking a well-needed proper zero tomorrow. None of us have any big injuries right now, although I need to get this knee dealt with and cleaned up, but after 6 full days of hiking, we're all kind of starting to feel it, and I'd like to give my body a break, a gear break, before we head on out, because it looks like the next stretch is going to be really dry. So a lot of firsts today, but first we got to get there. I was thinking that the trail was nice and cruisy and easy on this flat dirt road this morning. Turns out we were going the wrong way, so should have known if it was that easy. Couldn't have been the PCT. So we've added about 1.5 miles, maybe a little less. But that's okay. It's just gonna make the shower in Julian tonight that much sweeter. That's what I'm telling myself. We have an update on the earthquake from yesterday. Got a little bit of service for a second last night. My husband let me know that it was a 5.2, according to the USGS, located 2.5 miles south of Julian, which is where we're going today. So essentially it was right underneath us. I've never been at the epicenter of an earthquake before, and I've never been outside for an earthquake before. But, you know, you expect wildfires, you expect heat, you even expect snow on the PCT. They gotta start warning us about these earthquakes. Well, we camped right over there last night. Walked basically a mile down that way, which is not our trail. And now we are back on the PCT. All right. I was thinking about how much I couldn't wait to be in town and just wasn't really feeling like being on the trail this morning. And then I rounded the corner to this view. And I gotta say, even on a bad day, I'd rather be here than sitting at a desk. First rule of the PCT, where there is water or shade, but especially where there is water and shade, there are hikers. Hello!
Welcome to shade.
I was hoping I'd find everyone here. Now we begin the long, very hot descent into Julian. You know, when one is hiding in a tree because it's literally the only shade they can find because you're hiking in the desert in the middle of the midday sun, one does start to question one's choices. Cliff Bar's nasty. It is amazing what a shower and a good meal will do. So we are checked into the Julian Lodge where we are staying for the next 2 nights. We've got a full 0 day ahead of us. It's time to eat and do laundry. We grabbed some Mexican food in town here, which was delicious. And we are about to pass out and get some well-deserved rest in an actual bed tonight. I think I'm gonna leave you here. I'm gonna go edit some videos. And I will see you in the next episode.